super strength before we end up throwing a tractor somewhere. Okay, this is a wrapped bale, so rain is not going to be an issue. Not a lot left in it though. Kind of need to wait until the rain stops before I go shopping for bales. Because I think I might buy 4 bales of hay. Just so that we've got some spare. But at least for the next couple of months we're going to have grass in this field. Grass, if it's still working in the top field, automatically resupplying sheep food. So it's not going to be, we're not going to need to find other sources until winter. Stab and vanish. There we go. I think we'll sweep the trough area again just because we're still producing wool, so there is a production deficit if we don't keep that. Right, okay, there we go. Fill up the water so they don't die. So, how do the sheep look here? So that was the silage we just loaded in this. So the silage is about the same levels in both fields. Grass is good. That grass isn't replenishing again. Don't know what the deal there is, but no issues. We will run back this way. Try not to kill the sheep that's hiding in the tall grass. Okay. We'll jump out there. So we can take this back to the main yard. Probably take the Johnston trailer to get bales, just because. Oh, we could transfer the fertilizer out of the tank, out of the spreader. I was kind of aiming to do that yesterday before we went to bed, but I didn't. So it didn't happen. Okay, sliding that down there. Someone with a one-question survey, and they were asking me about something. Unfortunately, what they were asking about was edited out. So it was, do you think that do a good job? Yeah, unfortunately, your who do I think was completely missing. I guess I could take that trailer. Okay. To there. We'll go and get the pipe, which means I probably need to. I was thinking about taking the Johnston trailer because obviously it's bigger and better suited for hauling a ton of bales. But probably don't need a ton. Okay, that goes there. Let's see if this works. There we are. So grab the pipe, connect it there. We'll grab the pedal up, get in, and I'm going to need the help screen. So activate pump, change pump direction to empty. That would be good. And I want, oh, I did want from tank. Okay, so change pump direction to emptying and turn on the pump. And wow, that's kind of awesome. The engine doesn't run quite so high emptying as it does filling. It still takes a while. So, emptying, turn off the pump, change pump direction to filling, and then disconnect the pipe. So, the fertilizer is now empty. So, if we don't do any more fertilizer contracts, then we're not going to have an issue with the fertilizer freezing in the tanks. Not that that's a game thing, but that's a real world thing. I was watching a farmer the other week, and they were saying they fill the tanks with antifreeze for the winter, so that it doesn't freeze, and basically the pipes in the boom are clear, and then nothing gets frozen anywhere. And then the first thing they have to do is drain the tank of antifreeze, and then run the pipes with water. You run it with water in it, just so that. This one. Okay. I guess we'll take the get the Land Rover and move the Ivor Williams trailer. But yeah, you run water through in order to clean the nozzles and get the antifreeze out of the system. And then you put your fertilizer in. I guess that's all a thing for if you have freezing weather where you live. Ooh, that's parked very close. So very careful pulling out of there. And this I put in the hay cell point, so that's fine. So I'll put this over here. Oops, I straightened it out too soon. And that, I'm going to call that just right. Kind of done with the Land Rover. Paintwork on this is getting a bit tatty too, but yeah. Okay, jump out of there. That one we get out on the right side because that's where the steering wheel is. Okay, now we can run the fake down to the store. I am not going to make that turn. So if I was just getting clover bales, this could be done at any stage, any time of day today, because it's raining. But because I also need some hay bales, we are going to need the rain to stop for at least an hour. Let's go backwards. Backwards is good. Right about there. Good one. Pick up the trailer, drop off the animal attachment. Oh, yeah. Suddenly occurred to me, wasn't I planning to sell some sheep? But that's only if we'd increased our stock holding. All our sheep are female and 1.2 years old, so no, I don't want to sell any sheep because they're all breeders. But this is the point of year you want to think about selling your sheep because it's the best price you'll get for them. It will reduce the amount of wool you're producing for the rest of the day, or if we sold them yesterday or the day before for the late spring period. However, it will also reduce the amount of food that you have to feed them as well. So that was good driving because I'm not paying attention. Okay, go. Wasn't sure if the fork was dragging on the ground. Why am I looking at the floor? There we go. Okay, well I could buy the clover silage. I was going to buy probably four of each, four silage and then 4 hay. Because it's possible tomorrow that we will be able to get started on clover and silage production. Or clover production. We can do grass production anytime, but it's possible that tomorrow we'll be able to start with the clover production. But for right now, we really don't have a lot going on, and I was going to speed up time since this is all we're really doing today. We'll probably have to tend to the sheep again towards the end of the day. Probably have to move some wool pallets. could chance it and buy some silage bales, load the trailer up, wait till 8:30 and do it all again with hay bales, and then hope I can get back to the yard before 8:30. I think I probably could. So it doesn't take that long to drive it. Although if I had a calamity and rolled the tractor, that would be a problem. Anyway, I'll drive this over here. I keep forgetting about that feature. When you shift into driver reverse from cab view, it will look in the direction you're about to travel. Okay, let's bales. Round bale silage, round bale straw, round bale hay, round bale clover silage, round bale grass silage, maize silage. Oh, take me back. Silage. Grass silage and clover silage is all that we're allowed to use on the sheep. And grass, clover, fresh maize, and hay pellets, hay and alfalfa hay, and clover hay. Right, take me back to the store. So straw hay. We can get square bale hay, and that'll be grass hay. We can get round bale straw, round bale wheat, round bale silage. This is the useless stuff as far as we're concerned, and I think that's what I bought, and so I had to sell it. Round bale clover silage. See, I should have bought the round bale grass silage, would also work. And round bale horse silage, horse hay, but there's no clover hay, so we have to buy regular hay. Anyway, clover silage, I want, and these are short. These are only 32.50. The ones we make will be 4,000. Right, I will put them in the blue wrap. I will make 4 of them. You buy that. And those we can get loaded in the rain. Tractor view rather than the fork view. We'll very gingerly place these on that trailer. I think I'll put them on at we'll slow down time because we're almost at 10 o'clock. I'll put them single height, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that there. And lift that one. And knock the other one off the trailer, because that would be a wonderful plan. That is the problem with the carriage-free forks is there is no forcing in place, but I can turn the fork collision off, so yay. And so long as I remember to turn it back on again. So that's the first 2 in place. It's 9:58. that approximately level. And stab that and repeat. Less chance of tipping by stacking them at single height. Don't fall over. Thank you. Snap again. Lift. A bit. That'll do nicely. Turn the collision off and back away from the forks. Yes. Back away from the bales even. So now we want to strap that down. That should be sufficient. Okay, we will wait till 10 o'clock. Or not. Let's speed up time till 10:01. And very quickly grab some hay. Oh, that's that way round. Okay. Do I try it? Yes. Can a Vent 800 lift 4 bales without falling over? Ooh. Kinda. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to have to stack these as double height. Ooh, don't do that. I am breaking these forks. At least that's what it looks like. Goodness me. I'm going to clear the timber, yes. Lower that down and get it upright, yes. Shuffle it, oops, forwards, tiny, and turn off the collision, the entire thing jumps. And let's grab the two at the top and move them over. I was kind of hoping there would be enough room to stack them as singles, but obviously not. Okay, let's strap that down. And we have 27 minutes to make it under shelter with the hay before bad things happen. Okay, we are done at the store. Yay. Oh, and then we're going to get stuck behind a car all the way through. So, maybe not. Maybe we'll do the cheap roundabout. Get the wrong way. and again. Incoming traffic. But we are good. We now need to make it back to the farm by 10:30 with these under cover. What I'll try and do is reverse this into the hay barn, and we'll get the Lindner out to unload, because that just works better for us. I may take the clover out to the sheep fields and make sure they're topped up. It's 10:05, we have ample time to make it back. Kind of figured it didn't take long to drive, as long as I don't roll the trailer. So not stacking it to 2 or 3 levels kind of works for us. And we'll go through the front door. And here we are. And that's jeopardizing the load. I'm guessing if I was running with a smaller, lighter tractor, that would have rolled. But, I believe this is classed as a heavy tractor, so it it does have problems with hills. Got a good amount of horsepower, about 200, but seriously, because of its size, it's not always power friendly. Okay, let's get that into shelter. Or not. Let's not get that into shelter. Let's pull forwards and then try and straighten out. Okay. Turn that engine off. We'll jump out, get the Lindner, and unload that trailer. How are we doing with wool? Yeah. We have some.